What are some of the best unsolved internet mysteries that keep you up late at night? There was this website back in the day that had a list of hundreds of celebrities, and it had a bunch of Hollywood gossip about them. It listed celebrities who were gay long before they were publicly out, who was an asshole, who was a nice person, weird sex things, etc. It had a ton of shit about Kevin Spacey decades before the Me Too movement. It was TMZ before TMZ even existed. One think it was called the A-list or something like that. It's not delisted, which didn't exist back then either. It had a pink background and was straight up a list. Celebrity name, hot goes about said celebrity, next line a new person. It was in alphabetical order and had a glossary of terms at the top. Like for D equals friend of Dorothy equals gay. Can't find it online anymore, but I would love to read it again to see how much was actually accurate. Also, who wrote it? Maybe not the spookiest example, but I am still dying to know for certain who it was that wrote the bizarre Harry Potter fanfiction My Immortal. It was a horrid conglomeration of vampires, MYDD 2000's EMO text speech, My Chemical Romance, a bunch of supposed drama in the author's notes, and a very very poor understanding of the Harry Potter books and movies. Some are convinced that it is all satire. Some are convinced that it is real, given the very prominent culture at the time. Several people has claimed to be the author over the years for clout chasing, but it's a good chance that it will never be known even if the person does step forward, since there's very little proof that they can even give. In my younger days, grew up with the internet, it was much easier to find information in the early 2000s. Well, I can't remember for the life of me what or how I stumbled across, but it was a website that had a shit ton of links in regards to new technology and aircrafts that did not move like the regular planes, helicopters we see today. What I had seen was this vehicle was triangular color, was in white, and it stood erect. It flew horizontally, vertically every direction, and also landed like those SpaceX rocket projects. Was an incredibly fast vehicle. Sucks I can't find it anywhere to this day, but it like one of those video clips where you see numbers and the date on the bottom left of the screen. Not exactly an unsolved mystery, but around 15 years ago, before I found Reddit, I used to lurk around on the B9 board, the Bridge 9 Records forum. It wasn't just discussions about music, there were plenty of threads about all sorts of things. There was a regular user who went by the name Tasty Cakes. He claimed to be some sort of paranormal researcher who specialized in the relationship between music and ghosts or demons. He always said that power violence music had the closest connection and could act almost like a gate or a portal for specific entities. He had so many terrifying stories about his personal encounters and experiences. I remember one about a guy he met in a pub in Iceland maybe. The dude talked about how easily the flesh comes off of children's bones, and when he smiled all his teeth were sharpened. I'm pretty certain he was just a very creative writer, but damn, I loved his posts. One day he got stuck in another dimension or something and he never posted again, or at least not to my knowledge. I think about him a lot. 1 year after Pearl Harbor was bombed, a Japanese plane appeared on the radar of the US Army radio towers. The weird thing was that the plane they saw in the air was a plane that had not been used by the Japanese soldiers since Pearl Harbor was bombed. The other weird thing was that the plane had bullet holes in the body of the plane and the glass was broken, but if you looked closely you could see the pilot was undead. Pale skin, bleeding and looked like a zombie. But then the plane crashed, so the radio tower contacted the general to send some soldiers to investigate. When they got there the plane had crashed, but the weird thing was that there was no sign of a pilot. Blank room soup. A weird video of a man crying and eating soup, while two creepy mascots standing behind him, was uploaded out of nowhere. The designer of the mascot said a few days before the video was uploaded the mascot suits were stolen from his office. It's a mystery who stole the costumes and why. And why is that person crying so hard while eating the soup? There's a YouTube channel that predicted celebrity deaths years ago. It gained popularity shortly after Chadwick Boseman's death, when they had a video saying his name and date of death that was uploaded over 3 years ago. It's actually a bot that uploads thousands of videos daily, each one saying a celebrity's name and a date. All the videos are unlisted until someone actually dies, then the owner manually makes the correct video public, so it looks like it was uploaded years ago. I think it's since been taken down by YouTube. Can't find the name anymore, think it was on YouTube. There was that teenage girl that was doing some vlog videos from her bedroom. First she just told basic teenager stuff, then progressively it appeared there was something weird going on in her house. Then the channel went silent for quite a long time. In the end I believe it was actually scripted, and just a sort of show. Edit, found it, Lonely Girl 15. The guy on Reddit, who got obsessed with the theory of quantum immortality, and was trying to find ways to prove it. About 2 years ago, he made his last post claiming he couldn't handle it anymore, and that he was going to kill himself. People say he made a new account, but it can't be proved it was him. Cicada 3301 is a nickname given to an organization that on 3 occasions has posted a set of puzzles to recruit codebreakers from the public. The first internet puzzle started on January 4, 2012 on 4chan and ran for approximately 1 month. A second round began 1 year later on January 4, 2013, and a third round following the confirmation of a fresh clue posted on Twitter on January 4, 2014. The stated intent was to recruit intelligent individuals by presenting a series of puzzles which were to be solved. No new puzzles were published on January 4, 2015. However, a new clue was posted on Twitter on January 5, 2016. In April 2017 a verified PGP signed message was found, beware false paths. Always verify PGP signature from 7A35090F. That message explicitly denies the validity of any unsigned puzzle, as recently as April 2017. The puzzles focused heavily on data security, cryptography, steganography, internet anonymity, and surveillance. It has been called the most elaborate and mysterious puzzle of the internet age, and is listed as one of the top 5 eeriest, unsolved mysteries of the internet, and much speculation exists as to its function. Many have speculated that the puzzles are a recruitment tool for the NSA, CIA, MI6, a Masonic conspiracy, or a cyber mercenary group. Others have claimed Cicada 3301 is an alternate reality game. No company or individual has taken credit for it or attempted to monetize it, however. What about when Siri was first really gaining popularity and people were asking about dates and holidays only to discover that one date in particular said something really eerie? I can't remember the exact date, but Siri would respond. Month, day, year, followed by opening gates of Hades. I tried it myself, and it worked. If you asked her about a particular date a few months after that she'd say, closing gates of Hades. I never got closure on what it was or what it meant, if it was some sort of religious thing or what. I'm Christian and had absolutely no clue why these dates would have anything to do with the gates of Hades. Maybe not entirely an answer to this question, but kinda related to eerie internet mystery. The SCP, Secure Contain Protect, wiki is under attack by a Russian douche, who is trying to make it into a platform for his illegal merchandise. The SCP wiki staff have begun the process to file a lawsuit, but needs the budget to do so. For this they started a GoFundMe to raise the money for the lawsuit. If you're interested in mystery and creepy things, consider donating the cause. More info can be found on this post. The identity of the Dark Ranger, a Usenet user in the mid-90s who wrote some of the worst torture porn snuff fanfics in existence. Responsible for writing Agony in Pink, if anyone remembers that, which is the most famous, but definitely not the worst. He just stopped posting one day, never to be heard from again. I want to know what the fuck was up with that guy. At some point someone on Reddit requested an AMA hoping to find him, but no one replied. I don't remember the name of the story, so Illinois just put it. This guy got a Wii U for Christmas and was super ducking happy about it. He tried to turn it on, and it didn't work, so he took it apart, and there was a brown or black sack. The guy cut open the sack and out crawled a couple dead spiders. They had no skin on them, as they were alive in the sack and ate each other to live. Recently read about the guy that got lost in the Paris catacombs, and had dropped his video camera, which featured the video of him panicking. I'm afraid to watch the footage. But of course, people are saying it's fake. Seems like everything is fake nowadays. Gee, it's a great unsolved mystery about who that guy was and what exactly caused him to drop the camera and disappear into the dark. Let people be thrilled with the damn mystery. Unless it's glaringly obvious that it was staged. There is a video that was found on the deep web originally, and was uploaded to YouTube once it was found for the purpose of finding the people who did it. The video is a couple of guys wearing these weird costumes that were stolen from someone who used to work at Disney, and had a traveling show with the characters the costumes were of. They are standing there as this guy is eating something out of a bowl and crying. He seems to be forced to eat whatever is in the bowl. No explanation behind it, just there. Really creepy. Edit. The video is called blanksoup.avi or something like that. There are a few links in the comments below if you are interested in watching. In the 1960s, a woman by the name of Stella Lansing had used a silent 8mm video camera, cannot record sound, near her house and captured multiple instances of unexplained phenomenon. She captured voices on her silent 8mm videotape that cannot record sound among other things. She also captured what seems to be a clock-like formation of lights that go through multiple frames simultaneously, getting this same formation in a controlled setting using 6 different cameras, 2 different types of film, in 5 different states, indoors, outdoors, during the day and night, and was determined to not be a malfunction of the cameras in any way. She even continued getting the strange clock-like image when switched for another camera, at the last second, as opposed to the one she expected to use. Skeptics have weighed in, but still cannot explain how this is happening. Multiple photo lab technicians weighed in and concluded that for everything that Stella was capturing on camera to be faked, she would have needed to have technology that only large production studios at the time would have access to, such as Disney. Here is a website for more information about the background of Stella Lansing and the videos. Reminds me many years ago, like 07 or 08, there was a YouTube video that claimed to summon demons for aliens or whatever. The description said to clearly watch it all the way, and do not close out of it. During this time period, we had just moved into my grandma's house. I got the basement, since it's pretty much like a small house. Only one spot had windows, and that was near the outside door. One had the room in the back, no windows. Door closed at all. So I'm watching the video, and thought it was stupid, so halfway through I closed out of the video. Not even a full second later, the power goes out. I grabbed my nearby flashlight and shined it all over the room, and I quickly ran out and tried going upstairs, but guess what? I couldn't. No, the door wasn't locked. I was naked. So I quickly ran back into my room, tripped, fell, and got a nosebleed, and the power came on shortly after. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one.